Next on court is the second women's singles semi-final. Please welcome our officials. Umpire Jenny Sanders, assisted by Joe Althwaite and Sheila Walsh. Now please welcome onto court, Maria Tsaptinos. And now put your hands together for Charlotte Bardsley. Very best of luck to both players.
The second semi-final of the women's singles, Maria Tsaptinos there on screen in the black top. Final preparations for the players, words of wisdom from their coaches. Maria there in the corner with her father, and her opponent in the final, Charlotte Bardsley, who is already the under-21 champion, and this should be a very exciting semi. Tintin Ho awaits the number one seed. Tintin awaits the winner of this in the final later on today. My name is Don Parker, and I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box by Evie Collier, a top international player, and currently, I hope I get this right Evie, the logistics officer for GB and England table tennis, which sounds a pretty tough job you've got there.
Yes, it is, yeah. No, I'm very excited to be here. It should be a great semi-final. Both players, excellent rally players, so looking forward to some great rallies.
Excellent. So Maria Tsaptsinos, there she is, number 2 seed, 24 years of age. She hails from the south of England, from Reading, and she's already won a series of national titles through the various age groups, and was in fact the women's singles champion in 2019.
Yeah.
So she has won this title once before, and she'll be looking to make that 2 times. And on the left of the screen there, Charlotte Bardsley, she'll be doing everything she can to stop that happening. She's already, as I mentioned earlier, the under-21 champion. Won that title earlier in this tournament. And in 2019, she won the under-18 Slovak Junior Open. So she was a very strong junior player as well. The players are allowed a 2-minute pre-match practice, just to get the shots warmed up, forehand to forehand, backhand to backhand. Nothing too dynamic, strenuous, but just to get them into the rhythm ready. I'm going to put you on the spot, Evie. How do you see this one going?
I think Maria, she's looking to get that national title again. So I think, yeah, a great match, but I think Maria's sort of got that bit between her teeth just to get that next champion's title.
So the umpire's in place. They've done a wonderful job here at the University of Nottingham, at the David Ross Sports Complex, in keeping the players under order. And indeed, the players have all behaved impeccably as well so far.
Yes.
And I expect that to continue, as I know the players are involved, and they're all exceptional sportsmen and ladies. So I see no problems.
Yeah, Maria is also obviously she studied at the University of Nottingham, so she's used to this environment, used to the hall, ready to go. But Charlotte as well, being coached by a great player herself, Helen Lower, in the corner, offering her words of wisdom as well.
So here we go It is the best of 7 games, each game to 11 points. So quite simply, the first player to win 4 games will play Tintin Ho in the final of the women's singles later today. First point to Bardsley. Charlotte Bardsley, 20 years of age, seeded number 5.
2-1.
The one thing, Evie, I've always thought about Maria Tsaptinos is, I know everybody tries hard and fights, but she just seems to be exceptional. Her fighting spirit and her determination, and I've always found it a pleasure to watch her play, to see how emotional she gets, but she certainly gives it 100%.
Oh yes, definitely. Both on and off the court, she's a great person to have in a team. Just always there, always fighting, and yeah, as shown in the Gold Coast and Commonwealths, just her energy, both on the table and off the table, is just brilliant to see.
3-all.
Charlotte as well, she's got that experience of playing internationally for England at the European Youths, but also she currently trains and lives in Germany and plays in the Bundesliga too as well. So both great deal of experience.
4-3.
We should mention that, of course. I'm glad you did. The Gold Coast, the Commonwealth Games, where you were there working with the players, and the team won a bronze medal, which was a great achievement at the Commonwealth Games. Gold Coast, a wonderful venue in Queensland, Australia for those games. 17-18 sports on the programme. And table tennis, of course, delighted to be one of those sports. And later this year, we have the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
Yes.
Which everybody's looking forward to. Be covered by the BBC.
So looking forward to having a home games.
It's interesting, isn't it, that Charlotte does back away from the table. Charlotte Bardsley backs away, but she's quite comfortable top spinning away from the table. Sometimes for me, she can go a little bit too far away and then she's vulnerable. But if she gets the right distance, and she's so consistent on both wings.
Yeah, having played and coached her, she's an excellent rally player. I know she's been coached by Des Douglas as well, so she's got that experience of having those long rallies and keeping that ball on the table.
5-6.
Very even game at the moment. Both players trying to get in first and get that sort of first shot on.
Oh, that's a good shot there. Came across the inside of the ball with that forehand, put a little bit of side spin on, and it kicked out even wider to the Bardsley backhand. Crucial 2 points against the serve there for Tsaptsinos. She's now got her 2 serves to come. A well-constructed point there by Tsaptsinos. She had to work hard. As you said, Evie, Bardsley very good in the rally. She keeps the ball coming back, doesn't she? But no mistakes from Tsaptsinos on that occasion. 8-5 up.
6-8.
Nice change there from Charlotte. Rather than keeping to the back end, she's pushed it wide to 4 and try and get Maria out of position.
Good tactics. Very brave. You know, a lot of people nervous about going into their opponent's forehand, but you've got to keep them guessing.
7-8.
See, that's what I like to see Bardsley do. Instead of back off and top, you know, she stayed fairly close then and took the counter topspin on and immediately put Tsaptsinos under pressure.
Oh, nice. Great shot from Charlotte there. both players trying to keep that serve really nice and tight to stop the other player getting in. I think that's going to be a deciding factor of winning these points.
9-all.
8-5 in the lead. Tsaptsinos. Bardsley did well to level it at 8-all. And then indeed took a 9-8 lead. But it's 9 points apiece at the business end of the first game. And it is Charlotte Bardsley with a slight advantage because she has her 2 serves to come.
10-9.
Again, held her ground, didn't back off too far. Played the topspin quite early, didn't let it drop too much, and now she has a game point. She's almost as though she got stuck on the floor there. Her foot didn't quite move, did it? She lost her rhythm of movement. So it's now alternate serving and the first player to win 2 clear points. I like the idea of slowing it down, spinning it, but it just didn't have the depth. It was mid-table, and that makes it so much easier for your opponent if you play mid-table.
Again, great mix up there from Charlotte, playing down the line,
exactly,
trying to catch out Maria's backhand.
Exactly what I was going to say. That's so many people are predictable and play on the diagonal. Bardsley keeping her opponent guessing where the ball's going to go.
11-12. 12-all.
She'll be disappointed there, Tsaptsinos. She moved round well. She got in position to play the forehand topspin. Didn't quite time it right. 12 points apiece.
12-13.
Again, it's a game point for Maria Tsaptinos, the 24-year-old, playing against the 20-year-old. Oh, that's great play.
Great feeling there from Charlotte, just watching it drop over the net and just guiding it back.
Some players would have thrown their arms up in dismay as the ball hit the top of the net. Not Bardsley, kept her concentration, adapted her shot and did a wonderful drop shot. 13 points apiece.
13-14.
Again, game point, Tsaptsinos. Topspin error from Bardsley. Looking to be positive behind the serve, just overhit that forehand topspin. And it is the first game, 15-13 in favour of Maria Tsaptsinos. Just a few points from that first game.
Great first set. Looks like it's going to be a very even playing field. So a long way to go, first to 4. So yeah, lots more sets to come.
Excellent table tennis. The players now just in their corners while we watch these highlights from the first game. And Helen Lower, as you mentioned, Evie, she's a national champion 5 times national champion, Helen Lower. It'll be interesting what advice she's passed on to Charlotte Bardsley.
Definitely, yeah.
And Maria had her advice from Dad, which is an interesting dynamic. Some very successful mother-daughter, father-daughter relationships. Some work, some don't. There's no golden rule on that one. It clearly works for Maria and her father.
Love 2.
Good start by Bardsley. 2 points with a serve, but now it's Tsaptsinos with her 2 serves.
1-2.
Very difficult to read where she's going to hit the ball when she comes around the backhand, because sometimes she comes across the inside and sometimes she comes around the other side of the ball.
3-1.
On that occasion she went wide to the forehand. The previous point she came around the inside of the ball, sent it out wide to the backhand. Good play by Tsaptsinos, but she just made an error with the second topspin.
4-1.
Charlotte's come out this set a little bit more aggressive on that forehand first attack. Seems to be doing the trick at the moment.
That's where Bardsley's good, just a little bit away from the table, not too far, and spinning the ball back deep. Comes up the back of the ball, puts a lot of topspin on it.
Oh, great backhand there from Maria. Slight change. She was normally moving around on the forehand, but she's attacked with that backhand and gave her the point quite easily there.
6-2.
Scoreboard up to date now, 6-2. Bardsley in the lead.
6-3.
And it's interesting there, you could see Helen Lower. You can't quite see all of Helen Lower in that left-hand corner, but she actually applauded even though Bardsley lost the point, because the tactic was good. She went down the line with the backhand, she just overhit it. But you've got to do that. You've got to be prepared to move the ball around to the middle, wide to the backhand, but also down the line.
4-7.
It's interesting, you watch a lot of coaches, they clap. They're very happy when their player wins the point, and they're not very happy when the player loses the point. But in fact, sometimes when a player loses the point, they've done absolutely the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's the good coach, the coach who can spot the tactics were good and encourage the player to do it again.
Oh, great rally there.
Great rally. Bardsley did well there. She kept it down Tsaptsinos' backhand. Tsaptsinos was looking to run round to play a forehand, then she does play a forehand. But as you said, Evie, Charlotte's practicing with good players. Desmond Douglas you mentioned, so she's used to the long rallies.
9-4.
Charlotte's really trying to stay up this set and actually pushing Maria back off the table, which is definitely to Charlotte's advantage here.
5-9.
Good footwork and a good topspin down the line from Maria Tsaptinos. She's still 4 points adrift, 9-5.
What? 6-9.
Last serve in this sequence of 2.
9-7.
Playing a lot stronger there. Good, brave, long, fast serve, followed in with a strong forehand topspin. But Charlotte Bardsley now has her 2 serves to come, just taking her time, quite rightly so. She'll be looking to be positive behind the serve, I'm sure.
9-8.
Good return by Tsaptsinos, just kept it tight. You could see by Bardsley's action, she was looking to get in with the topspin. She couldn't because the return was very tight over the net.
8-10.
Good mix up there. She's been serving quite a lot of backspin and she just put in that sort of little topspin serve. Caught Maria out there.
Good variation.
9-10.
One game point saved, one remains. That's forehand topspin inside of the ball. A little bit of side spin. I think this is a pivotal moment in this semi-final now. I think if Tsaptsinos goes 2-0 up, then it's going to be really tough for Charlotte to come back.
Yeah.
Can she win this game? Tsaptsinos, their consistent, relentless topspin, spraying the ball around the table, and it gives her a game point, 11-10, serving for the second game. Oh, and she's done it. You can see how much that means to Tsaptsinos. She now leads by 2 games to love, having won the second game 12-10.
Maria's forehand there being really effective, really catching Charlotte out, especially with, as you said, that sort of fade on it. It's really tough for Charlotte to see where that ball is actually going to be coming to. So, yeah, great few points there from Maria. I think that 2-0 start now and being 2-0 up, she's going to sort of be in that momentum and want to keep going and get this game finished.
I just sense that Maria's building up the momentum as well. She's just getting a little bit more, settling into this semi-final. Helen Lower there. But
Both
Charlotte
players
Bardsley had a chance in both games.
Yeah.
Maria Tsaptinos, maybe that extra 4 years. Maria 24, Charlotte 20, maybe that little bit more experience, who knows. But it was 2 tight games, but it's Tsaptsinos who leads by 2 games to 0. That was a good return of serve from Bardsley. That backhand down the line set up the point well, but then she just made a relatively unforced error by her high standards. Good play from Bardsley. Again, Bardsley was trying to do the right thing. She was looking to get in, to spin the ball behind her service, just overhit it slightly.
Great placement there from Charlotte. Really just took the pace off the ball and made it a little bit slower, and obviously the timing there for Maria was just a little bit off.
2-3.
Fantastic there. Maria working her way back in and really catching Charlotte out wide to that backhand.
3-all.
Staying a fraction closer to the table there, Bardsley, taking it early, putting Tsaptsinos under more pressure. I really do think Bardsley's got a big game. She could do ever so well in senior table tennis if she can just sort out where she needs to be in terms of distance from the table. She's got such a good hand, good feeling. She topspins strong on both wings. The danger is sometimes she just retreats, in my opinion, a fraction too far.
5-4.
She just needs to stay I think she's comfortable. You don't have to play close to the table, but she mustn't go. It's just finding that balance.
Yeah.
And when she does, wow.
Yeah, that sort of mid-table mark has been the most effective for her, and as shown there.
That was classic, wasn't it? That was a great shot.
Nice reloop, winning that point.
She didn't back off the table. She didn't toss the ball back high. She got in position and played a strong topspin and put the pressure on Tsaptsinos and won the point. 5 points apiece.
5-6.
And just at the age of 20, she's still got many years ahead of her, and that learning and experience. So yeah, it's great to see so many sort of younger players at the nationals and also getting to the latter stages as well.
I have to say, when I arrived to watch the tournament in both the men's and the women's, I was really pleased to see so many younger players doing well, getting to the last 16, you know, qualifying through the rounds. And of course, what you hope for then is one or two of those can really come through the international scene. You know, Liam Pitchford's done that. He's now top 20 in the world, the England #1 player. And we need more players, to both male and female, to come through, as Liam Pitchford has done. Paul Drinkle did. And Bardsley's certainly got the ability.
Oh, yes.
But 5 points apiece, and then she's lost 5 points on the run. So Tsaptsinos now with 5 game points for a 3-0 lead. And there it goes.
Great play from Maria. Really put the pressure on Charlotte, and yeah, from 5-5 up to 11-5, a 6 point run there.
Consecutive
really
points,
good,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Dad's happy, he's smiling, but there's still a lot of work to be done by Tsaptsinos. She's only got to win 1 game out of 4. Charlotte's got to win the next 4 games on the bounce. So a mountain to climb for the Midlands 20-year-old player, Charlotte Bardsley. She comes from Stourbridge, playing in Germany, as you said, Evie, at the moment. But she's a Midlands lady.
What a great weekend for her, though.
Yeah.
Under 21's champion, semi-finals so far at the women's singles. It's brilliant.
But we said, didn't we, when she lost that second game, having had a game point, you know, that was a big game for her. But then she went 2-0 down. But it's a fascinating game. You just take the pressure off a little bit. You know, there's the danger now for Tsaptsinos is she's 3-0 up. She thinks, thank goodness I've done it. But of course, you haven't done it. And subconsciously, I think often, you don't deliberately take the pressure off, but it can happen.
Yeah.
And then once you just ease off that 1-2%, then your opponent can come back. So Tsaptsinos needs to be mentally tough here. She needs to keep the pressure on, because we've seen the young lady there is a formidable opponent, having, as you say, Evie, a great tournament.
2-all.
I believe the under 21, she was 2-0 down against Jasmine Wong and managed to bring it back and win that set. So she's proven that she can come back in and still keep fighting. So yeah, for Maria, it's just keeping switched on, keeping focused, getting that win.
Bardsley now 4-2 in the lead.
Getting a good mix up there from Charlotte, just pinning it wide to Maria's forehand rather than down the backhand, catching her out there.
That's the trademark Tsaptsinos forehand topspin from the backhand side of the table. She does it so well. She combines it with a very good long fast serve, invites the opponent to topspin and then takes on the counter topspin.
5-3.
Let serve called. Ball just catching the top of the net. Well spotted by the umpires.
6-3.
Charlotte's really trying to mix up that placement so down the line there, catching Maria out on the backhand. I think she's just trying to keep those tactics of varying that ball and that placement just to keep Maria on her toes as well.
4-6.
See, this time goes right. That's why she's clever, Tsaptsinos. She goes round the backhand. This time she went down the line with the forehand. Very difficult to read the direction when she plays her forehand from the backhand side.
6-all.
And again, Maria has that wealth of experience on the international stage, both as a junior and as a senior as well. I know she sort of had represented England at 3 European Youths as well as World Junior Championships. She was a quarter finalist there, so really that wealth of experience of playing in the latter stages of competitions.
Very quick to acknowledge her good fortune there. Timeout, I'm pretty sure, called by Helen Lower. She knows it's a crucial time now. Got to win this 4th game or it's all over. And there is Helen Lower on the right of the screen. There she goes, passing on her words of advice. And good advice it will be. 5 times national champion. Jill Hammersley Parker, my wife, actually has the record. She's won this title 7 times. So Helen Lower with 5 titles is not far behind being the all-time highest winner. Very strong attacking player was Helen.
6-7.
So we're back after the timeout, and it's Bardsley with her second serve.
7-all.
We've mentioned that Charlotte won the under-21, and Marie, of course, won the mixed doubles. So
Yes, yeah.
both these players have won a title
7-8.
here at the University of Nottingham at the David Ross Sports Complex. The under-21 champion on screen, and the mixed doubles champion just about to serve. Here she goes, Maria Tsaptinos.
Net. 7-8. 8-all.
So business end, the pressure's on. It was always on in a semi-final, but it's really on now at 8 points apiece. Bardsley certainly needs one of these, preferably both of them. Oh, what a great backhand down the line. And again, it was when she was closer to the table. She didn't drop off, and she took that so... She has the hand, she has the feeling to play a fraction earlier than possibly she does sometimes.
9-all.
That was unlucky. It just caught the top of the net. She went for the forehand topspin down the line. So now Tsaptsinos, 9 points apiece, has the advantage of her service. It's a significant advantage in table tennis, is the serve.
10-9.
And now game point and indeed match point. This point for a place in the final. Oh, it's never over till it's over. That
Just
hit the top of the net. It
there,
looked like
yeah.
it had flicked it off the end of the table, but it came over, dropped on the table. Such can be the difference between winning and losing. 10 points apiece, 2 clear points.
11-10.
She'll be disappointed there because by her standard, I won't quite say that was a bread and butter shot, but it's one that she'll be disappointed to miss, that's for sure. And there he is.
12-10.
Tsaptsinos takes the 4th game, 12 points to 10. And she's through to the women's singles final. We'll see her in action later on today. She plays her very good friend and teammate, Tintin Ho, in the final.
And they've had a number of matches, so yeah, they're used to playing against each other, which is going to be an interesting match. University of Nottingham alumni versus University of Nottingham current student, so it's great.
And we're at the University of Nottingham, so a good
yes.
day for the university here. And Dad congratulating daughter.
Maria there just playing really nice and calm. Even when it was tight, she was just kept that pressure on Charlotte, and yeah, really overcame, and great win for her.
Recently qualified as international umpires. So here to present Joe Althwaite and Jenny Sanders with
we'll
their
now
medals
just see a few
Karen Tong,
highlights
MBA,
from that
the training and
semi-final, and I'm
development
sure, Evie,
coordinator
that we're going to
for
see a
our
lot more of
technical
Charlotte
officials
Bardsley.
committee.
She's coming on very nicely, and potentially a top European player, I think, top world player.
Yeah, she's got a great game to watch as well.
Congratulations to both of you.
Definitely some great rallies, and there it is. Salutes the crowd, punches the air. Maria Tsaptinos into the final, and there we have confirmation on the screen of the